Alola DapperDraBy here. I just wanted to preface this by saying that the video you guys probably came here to see, it's not complete. I tried to film it. The last 10 minutes of my filming ended up getting corrupted. I was not able to complete it. And then by that point, like with that corrupted file, like literally in the middle of the game, I have no clue where I left off, what was still in the deck, what was not. So I'm just gonna have to refilm it entirely. But I wanted to, since I did promise it, I wanted to get it at least partially up. So with that, I give you guys the Ninetales Vs Rayquaza match, and after I do the deck tech, I will try again to do the matches to see how they face off, but at least you guys can get an idea of it right now. So, here it is. Alola DapperDraBy here, and we're finally going to get this match underway. Kind of took me all day to build this. It took a long while to figure these two out, but we're finally going to have Alola Ninetales and Sylveon versus Mega Rayquaza. So, if you guys want to see a deck tech of this, I'm probably going to just do that later. Post it on Saturday or Sunday, because I figure you guys just want to see how these things face off first. Now, you're not going to see a Sylveon Ninetales deck around anywhere. But I thought, you know, it's what I pulled, so I'm going to try to put it together. And, you know, getting this into 60 cards was very difficult. So, just so you know. And I'm sure there's cuts that could be made, things that can be changed. But I was able to at least draw test these two. And I think what I have is pretty good. Actually, I'm going to put the decks over here. We'll squeeze Rayquaza in there randomly. It's not a normal Rayquaza either, but it's pretty similar to a standard Rayquaza. There's just some tech cards that are different. And I have a smaller line of Rayquaza since I only have two. I was originally going to do this deck with a lot of proxies in it, but ultimately I decided against that. I was going to try to get as many real cards in here as possible. The only proxies in here now are going to be the ones I get from the World Championship decks, which is not very many. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll a die, see who goes first. I know, yellow versus yellow. I'm going to say odds on the left, evens on the right. It is a 5. So we will have Ninetales Sylveon go first here. And 4. Okay, what do we start with on this side? Okay, can't seem to pick them all up. Let's go ahead and focus on the hand here. Or not. There we go. Nope. There we go. So we get a Water Energy, an Aqua Patch, a Field Blower, Water Energy, Psyduck, and Golduck. So we get to start with Psyduck. And then on the Rayquaza side, we have that Spirit Link. We have Rayquaza, Yveltal, and a Rangaroo. It looks like the best starter in this side is going to be 2 Rayquaza Spirit Links. That's a lot. Okay. Looks like we're starting with that, and then we'll put him and him on the bench. Yeah, there's our bench. Okay. Get our 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And because I can't multitask, 1, 2, oof, almost knocked it over. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Can't reach too easily. Okay. Opponents will shake their hands. It's the left hand versus the right hand, right? And this side goes first. We will look again at the hand. Can't evolve on the first turn, unfortunately. We get an Eevee. We'll play that down right away. And what is the best option here? Can't Field Blower really. Can't Aqua Patch really. We're going to go ahead and yes, we have the Golduck in our hand, which would be nice for next turn. But we want to get a Bridget or something. Well, actually, we can't even use Bridget if we get it now. But we want to get more basics down. We have a lot of evolutions in this deck. And unfortunately, Psyduck does have a 2 retreat cost. It's going to make him difficult to get out of the active. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Shuffle Rayquaza back in and draw 6 as well. So I really only got 1 vote for Rayquaza. No other votes for Rainbow Road or Rayquaza. I just got the 1 vote, so able to squeeze this deck together is kind of difficult, but not as difficult as the Ninetales deck to make, but definitely some decks you really have to think about how you make them. So we're going to go ahead and throw down the Rough Seas, throw down another Psyduck since we have it. We'll bring them back here. We'll put the other 2 up here. And we got a Level Ball and a Dive Ball. I think I'm going to use the Level Ball first. Hey, there's our Tapu Lele. You can kind of see what's in our deck a little bit. I'm thinking I want to grab the Alolan Vulpix, but I could grab the Alolan Sandshrew as well. Let's see. I think it's definitely out of those 2 cards. I think I want to grab the Alolan Sandshrew. Actually, what do I have? I have a Dive Ball as well, so I'm going to use both and get both Alolan Ice types. I'm going to get the Alolan Ice types, Sandshrew and Vulpix. Never thought they'd be in a deck together, did ya? Yes, Octillery is another option instead of Sandshrew, but I could not find another copy of Octillery that I had. Oops, let's just throw those cards there into the discard. But I did have a copy of Alolan Sandshrew, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to use that. It's similar. It doesn't have the exact same effect, obviously, but I think it's useful in this deck. So we'll go ahead and put these 2 down here. Oops, there goes my water. My ice water just splattered on me. That's always nice. We got a Rainbow Energy and a Versus Seeker here. We already used our supporter for the turn. What I think I'm going to do is throw a Rainbow Energy onto Eevee. Energy Evolution does not activate because that is not a basic energy. And we're going to pass the turn. It is Rayquaza's first turn now. Yes, I know the turn was long. We'll draw for turn. It's another Rayquaza. We'll put that down over here. We got the Spirit Link, 2 Spirit Links, so we'll put a Spirit Link on each Rayquaza. That's interesting. We only play 2, and yet we got 2. We got a double colorless and a... so we're going to play Trainer's Mail. Look at the top 4 cards of our deck and pick a card you find there. Looks like we're playing Skyfield, so get rid of this Rough Seas. We're playing Skyfield right away. Now we can have 8 Pokemon on our bench. Which, you know what, is just... How can the trainer have that many Pokemon? It makes no sense. You're supposed to have a team of 6. How can you get 9 in total? How can you get 3 extras? Okay, with that we have 3 more cards in our hand. We have the Sky Field up. No cards in our discard. We will attach the double colorless to the active Rayquaza, and we're going to use a Rangaroo's Instruct ability. We get a Hoopa. We'll play that down, and we'll search our deck for 3 EXs. First one we're going to grab is the Rayquaza. Second one we'll grab is Shaman. And the third EX we are going to grab is a Giratina. Look through our deck a little bit. We got another Hoopa in there. And a Dragonite in there. Okay, let's get this all shuffled up. Rayquaza is still one of the fastest decks out there. And with this, we can put the Giratina down. We can evolve this Rayquaza right away. It does not end our turn due to the fact that we have the Spirit Link on. We have 3 cards left. We're going to play our Shaman down here. And we're going to put him back here since we're not really going to use him after this initial point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on our bench right now. And we can get 2 more. But we just played a Shaman. We have 2 cards in our hand. We can draw until we have 6. So there's 4, 5, and 6. Now, did we play a supporter for the turn? We did not play a supporter for the turn. I do not want to get rid of a double colorless and a double dragon, though. So it looks like we are going to pass for the turn, because I do not want to get rid of 2 special energies. 1, maybe, but not 2. Maybe what we can do here is anything heavier than Psyduck? No, there's nothing heavier than Psyduck. We're not done yet. Let's play an N. Shuffle our deck into our hand into our deck. Our deck into our hand, yes. We're going to shuffle our deck into our hand and draw 6 cards because we have 6 prizes left. Ah, there goes a Trainer's Mail. Let's put that back in there. Now what we need is like an Ultra Ball and a Mega Turbo. We need an Ultra Ball and a Mega Turbo and a Basic Energy. Ending might have been a bad choice since Ninetales, whoa. Ninetales did only have 1 card in their hand, but just to get this damage racked up as quickly as possible, we wanted to get a fresh hand on Rayquaza's side. I mean, Ninetale wasn't stuck by any means. They had a VS Seeker in their hand, so it's not like they were stuck. They were just... Actually, this should be opposite. Just realizing that now. Did I make this like super crooked now? Yes, but it should be fine. What did we get? We got the Mega Turbo, we got a Switch, we got a Trainer's Mail, and we got an Ultra Ball. Only thing we didn't get was an Energy, so Trainer's Mail. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can take the Lysander out of that bunch. And what else can we play? We can Ultra Ball, but it doesn't do us much good. Let's go ahead and shuffle it since we already used Instruct. That's how we got the Hoopa. Still Rayquaza's first turn, by the way. It's just the reason why Mega Rayquaza EX could evolve there is his ancient trait. If you guys haven't seen this before, Rayquaza has an ancient trait evolution. You may play this card from your hand to evolve your Pokemon during the first turn or the turn you play that Pokemon. So it was the first turn of the game, which is the first turn Rayquaza was in play, but Rayquaza EX can evolve right away, which is why he is so powerful. So I think what I'm going to do here is actually, I think I should still Ultra Ball here. Play the Ultra Ball. to get rid of a Sycamore and a Lysander. Let me try to think, is that the right choice? That is the... Let's keep the Lysander and get rid of the switch. And we'll get more Pokemon. We could just get one more. I'm gonna get the Oricorio. Play that Oricorio down the bench. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, during your turn you may search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So we got the Oricorio. We're going to take 2 dark energies and put them in our hand. Unfortunately, we don't have another trainer's mail or anything else to keep digging, but there's that. And we'll end our turn there. We wanted to keep digging, though. Okay, it's Ninetales' second turn. Alolan Sandshrew. Okay, what do we want to do here? We're definitely going to get rid of that Skyfield and play down Rough Seas, which causes Rayquaza to get rid of 2 Pokemon. We're going to get rid of Shaman. It's an easy prize. And we will get rid of Hoopa. Also an easy prize. The other 5 in the shot? Yes, the other 5 are in the shot. Good. And on this side, I think we are going to go ahead and we'll just put a water energy onto Eevee. I do not have a... actually, can I just search? When you touch a basic energy from your hand to this Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon with the same type as the energy card you put into it. So, actually, putting that energy down there means I can search my deck and see what if I'm missing anything in here. Is that Bridget, Sylveon? I do not have a Vaporeon in here, but I can see my deck did need a shuffle, which it does look like it did. It did need a shuffle. And do I have a switch? That was my question, actually. Do I have a switch, or do I have to wait till this Rayquaza gets powered up to knock out this, Yes, I do. I have to wait till the Rayquaza gets powered up to knock out this Psyduck. Hopefully Eevee can be ready to go by then. So, that is considering a miss of energy evolution. Now, with the rest of my cards, I can, Via Seeker for the N, which is on the bottom here. Play the N, shuffle my hand back into my deck, and draw 6 cards. It's a lot of the back and forth here in these first couple turns. But we have the Alolan Vulpix set up, the Psyduck, the Sandshrew here. We're just trying to get what evolves from them now. 2 and 3 and 3. Let me not bump the camera again. Which N is also good because Rayquaza just used Oricorio to get those 2 basic energies. Wow, we're deep in this game already. It's a super slow game. Sorry if you guys like a little bit quicker. Sometimes Rayquaza can really, stick it to you that first turn. But it looks like he wasn't able to get started so fast in this game. But, next turn, as long as there's a dark energy in this hand of 6, then should be able to start rolling. There we go. We get the Golduck. Since we have the rainbow energy, on Eevee. We can go ahead and evolve him into Umbreon here. And we can Dive Ball. I evolved Golduck on the wrong one. There we go. Golduck goes on the Psyduck, not the Sandshrew. And with that Dive Ball, we are going to get Alolan Sandshrew. Sandslash, sorry. Oh, I evolved the wrong Golduck. Should have evolved the main one and then double jetted. Oh, I already attached an energy. Never mind. That one's fine. Okay, there we are. 3 energy cards. We're going to Alolan Sandslash for 1 card. It's an Aqua Patch. Do we have any... We do not have any water energies in the discard. And with that, we will pass along to Rayquaza. Look at our hand, draw a card for turn. It is an Ultra Ball. Another Ultra Ball. We are going to go ahead and Skyfield. Get rid of that Rough Seas. We will throw down a Sudowoodo to limit the bench space of our opponent. We will throw down Yveltal to take up a bench space. And we are going to... One of these things is not like the other. I'm going to Ultra Ball away an Ultra Ball and the Dragon Energy. I know, get rid of the Dragon Energy. Terrible idea. But with that, I am hoping to grab the Darkness Energy. Oh, I was hoping to grab the other Mega Rayquaza, but it is prized. Yikes. It is prized. We still have 2 Dragonites in here. We're going to grab Rayquaza, the baby Rayquaza. I guess is what it'll be called. Turbo Storm Rayquaza. And we'll play him on the bench. And play the N in our hand. Which, since we have no hand, we do not have to combine it with our deck. We just draw 6 new cards. Now let's go over here and give Ninetales 6 new cards as well. I know neither one of these decks are showing anything of what they're capable of. I called this a Ninetales Sylveon deck, and all I found is Golduck and Umbreon so far, right? A lot of dead drawing now. Seems to be happening. And we get the Dark Energy, yay! Do we have any energy in the discard? We have a Double Dragon in the discard. Not sure how I feel about that one. We get the Darkness Energy, so we can play that on to Rayquaza here. Or Mega Rayquaza here. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. I can't get it on top for some reason. We have Winona, which is kind of too late. Winona is too late. Did we play? We played our N. Dang it. We're going to save these. And we are going to... We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If you guys can't see the 7 and 8, here they are right here. That is 8 Pokemon on the bench. Emerald Break does 30 damage times the number of your bench Pokemon. So, you know, that's enough. Just the top 3 is enough to knock out the Psyduck. So do 90, 180, plus 2 more is 240. We do 240 damage to Psyduck and take a prize card. I want this farthest one, which is a Mega Turbo. Put that there, and it is this player's turn. Let me see, what do I want to do here? I can look at my hand before I promote. What do we want to promote? We got some Brock's Grit, some Rough Seas. Do we're going to play right away. I think we're going to promote the Alolan Vulpix. What does 5 do? 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Okay, so we'll promote the Umbreon then. So it stopped recording. But we're right where we left off. You know, we have 6 cards in our hand, Umbreon, and the active. We draw an Alolan Sandslash. Let's see, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Would we like to Shadow Bullet? Wow, I need to learn how to put stuff away. Attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Shadow Bullet's not enough. So it looks like the best option here is to, well, first, let's go ahead and Rough Seas. Get rid of that Sky Field. I think it's the last Rough Seas, but let's see, what does Rayquaza want to get rid of? We're going to keep the top 3 for sure. We want to keep Sudowoodo. We're going to get rid of Oricorio. We're going to get rid of one of the Evoltals. One in the back since it's back there. And which one of these do I want to get rid of? Do I want to get rid of Evoltal or Rayquaza? I'm going to keep the Evoltal and get rid of the Rayquaza. Okay. After that shenanigans, we are going to... Actually, that is our last Rough Seas. Don't tell Mega Rayquaza that is our last Rough Seas. We have plenty of cards we don't need in this hand here. Could end, but that gives them a new hand. I am going to go ahead and... This sucks because I could like Sycamore Brox via Seeker, pull it all back. I'm gonna Sycamore. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which was the right choice. We go ahead and get our Gold Duck. Wish it was a water energy in the discard, not a fairy. Just did 2 Aqua Patches. We get a water energy though. We didn't attach anything yet, so we will attach to the Vulpix. And we are going to Dark Call GX. Using our GX counter to discard 2 energies from your opponent's Pokemon. We're definitely going to discard this Rayquaza's double colorless and dark energy. Since nothing else has energy on it, that seems to be the best play, is to just Dark Call and pass it off to Rayquaza. So let's look here what we have. It's no problem for me because I keep drawing these Sky Fields. Get rid of that. Play Sky Field down. We're going to Mega Turbo the dark energy back onto Mega Rayquaza. So no harm, no foul there. Let's see, what do we have here? With that, we're going to play Dragonite EX, pulling back 2 basic types into our hand. I think we're going to get Oricorio and Shaman. That's right. When you play this card from your hand onto your bench, you may take 2 basic Pokemon to set Dragonite EX from your discard pile into your hand. These 2 make the most sense to me. And by grabbing those two, we are going to play... How many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 in my hand. I could Lysander, but there's no need to. Umbreon is the biggest threat right now. Well, none of them are really big threats, but he is the biggest threat. So I Mega Turbo'd to get that back on there. Do I have another Dark Energy in the discard? Because then I could just Mega Turbo and manually attach. No, I do not. Do not have another Dark Energy into the discard pile. Part of me wants the Winona, but we don't have anything in there. Can manually attach. Oricorio is worth 2 energies, so you don't really want to attach him. I don't want a Shaman for 1 though either. Guess that's what we'll do though. We will Shaman for 1 card. It is Brock's. Brock's Grit does nothing for us, right? 1, 2, 3. Brings back 3 Pokemon. What we want. Let's go ahead and put Oricorio down and get 2 basic energies. Which is going to be a Dark Energy and a Dark Energy. Geez, we're going to just draw Trainer's Mails next. I could have filled up my bench, but unnecessary. And I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to attach a Dark Energy to Yveltal, retreat Mega Ray by using that energy I just attached to him. Put it into the discard, and we are going to Oblivion Wing for 30, attaching a Dark Energy to 1 Pokemon on our bench. Guess who it is? Mega Rayquaza. And we do 30 damage to Umbreon. I know. First Blood, right? First Blood is doing 30 damage to Umbreon. We'll draw for turn. We get a Bridget. Now the question is to use Bridget or not. I guess that's really the only option we have here. We're going to use our Bridget. Get 3 basics. We'll probably grab 2 EVs. And a Lowland Vulpix. We'll just put them here. And yes, we do have too many. But we will soon get rid of them. We're going to use a Alolan Sandslash to draw 1 card. Hey, it's a Alolan Ninetales. We can't evolve yet. Oh, we can evolve this one actually. So there we go. We'll evolve that one. Do we have any energy in the discard pile? We have a Fairy energy in the discard pile. That's not what we need. We need a Water energy in the discard pile. Where are you at, Water energies? Okay, so with that, we are going to use Golduck Break's ability and hyper transfer this Water energy onto Umbreon here. And with that, we are also going to Field Blower that Skyfield. There's nothing else to get rid of, so that's the most. And I just realized that I can't bridge it except for one thing. I put that in the wrong place. So let's Only Bridget for the Eevee. Good thing I didn't do anything else with those. Pseudo-Wudo. It's what he's best at. And with that, the 5 that he'll want to keep over here is Shaman. Definitely keeping the Pseudo-Wudo. He's putting in work. And we want to use, we used Bridget, so we can't use another supporter. And we are going to strafe, or no. Girl.